Okay, good morning, everybody. It's Monday, the 16th of March. Sorry there was no update last week. I just didn't have time. So I'm going to pigs. That's a free strategy available over here on the website. Over here, Three Little Pigs Trading Strategy ebook. And the indicator I'm going to use today is here, the Three Little Pigs MT4 Swing Trading Indicator, available on the website. The version I'm going to use today is actually version 2, which will be released sometime later this month, hopefully. The old version is currently available here, but anybody that purchases the indicator this year will get the new version free. It'll be entirely up to existing users whether they want to remain on the old version or to buy the new version. The old version's perfectly fine, works just great. The new version just has some new features which some people may or may not wish to use. At the end, I'll go through the No Indicators trading strategy. That's available over here on the website as well, under the Forex ebooks here. So into the markets. Those watching on YouTube, by the way, up here there's a subscribe button. So if you do subscribe to the channel, it just means that you will get any future updates. So into the markets we go. This is Aussie dollar, where we're in a trade from last Friday. So almost got stopped out here this morning, but still in the trade. Looking like we're going to continue downwards. So still in this trade from last Friday. The stop is almost break even now. So hopefully if we see a push down over the next few candles, by the end of the day, we'll have a break-even stop in place, all being well. Euro GBP. We made some nice money here already this year. We can see this trade from here to here. The new indicator basically, you can just show confirmed trends only, and it shows you visually at the bottom where all the trends lined up. So we can see we took this trade from here. We got stopped out here, got a re-entry, made some more profits, losing trade in here, and we were back in on this candle. And sorry, just been stopped out here actually, and waiting for a new re-entry here on Euro GBP, hoping we can see this move further down. Onto Euro JPY. I reported on this trade in the newsletter, and the entry was way back here in February. And we've been running profits down all the way down, really nice. So 2% risk per trade, up about over 30% now at these levels, and the trailing stop is in the money for about 25% or something at the moment. So hopefully, as we can expect, as we've seen all the way, retrace. So maybe we're just seeing a little bit of a retracement here before we see the euro continue to show further weakness. If it does, we're nicely positioned because we had a nice tight stop on our entry here. So as I say, a good 30% plus on this trade available to us. So with a bit of luck, we can see maybe 50% on this if we see some more downside on the euro. Nothing yet apart from very oversold on the weekly charts, those that look at them. But apart from that, no reason here to suggest that the euro is not going to drop off further. Euro USD, very similar story. We didn't have such a quite a tight stop as we did on the Euro JPY trade, but nonetheless we're running some really good profits down here. And I don't know, it's about 700 pips or something profit at the moment from the entry down to current levels. So 689 pips or so at these levels. So as I say, we haven't made so much profit here. We've made more pips, but not so much profit because the stop loss that we employed here on the, as we teach on the one-on-one, the stop loss was a bit further away. But nonetheless, nice profits as well on Euro USD. And certainly March is a month that we've all made money. If you haven't made money in March using the three pigs and NITS, then you're doing something seriously wrong. Perhaps you want to take the one-on-one just to make sure that you trade these entries and make some good profits. January was very good. February was a little bit of a letdown because we gave back quite some profits from January, but March is once again extremely rewarding. And just 2 trades alone of over 50% return based on 2% risk. Sorry. Move on now. Come on. What's going on? It seemed to have frozen. Okay, moving on to cable, and again some nice profits here. This, everybody knows that this the dollar's strong. That's because there's a hint of a rate rise before, which is probably going to happen before a rate rise on any of these other major currency pairs. So we're in here short on cable. I don't know how many pips this is. It's something about 600 pips here. So we're up about 600 pips. I think the stop was about 100. So about 6 or 7 times our initial risk down here at these levels, and about 4 times our initial risk. So about 8% profit on 2% risk per trade here. And we're still trailing this as we see the inevitable retracement here. And we're once again positioned for further weakness here in cable. Onto USD CAD. We're only up about 100 pips or so here, but nonetheless, we're still seeing some profits here in March on USD CAD. So we're positioned again on the correct side of the market, and we just trail the stop where this one goes. USD Swiss, I mentioned this in the newsletter and said that those of you who wished could maybe take an entry somewhere around about here. I took an entry and I'm on half stakes, made a little bit of money up to here and got stopped out. So I'm back in the trade here. And at the moment, I'm up about 500 pips on this trade as we've come from the entry here up to here. So it's 550 pips. It's about 470 odd pips at the current stop loss level. So not bad. It means that it's about 20 times our initial risk we're up here, albeit that risk is reduced. So just half stake. So about 10 times our initial risk here, if we consider we were having a full size position. Nonetheless, it was worth the risk. But the risk was there, so half the stakes, but still we made some nice returns, and we're still in the trade. So let's hope for further strength there. And USD JPY, it's been a little bit choppy in here. USD JPY, we haven't made much money here at all. As we can see, here was the choppy February. We gave back some gains. We got kept out of a few of these from the because not all the trends were confirming, as we can see here. And we made a little bit back on this trade, and we're back in and just about stayed in this trade. So looking for further upside here. But with, the euro's given us some nice gains, so is GBP USD. The Swiss is paying us off as well. So we can't expect them all to be trending and making money for us at the same time. It does happen occasionally. And when it does, it's really great because we can just see our bank really grow. But we've got 3 or 4, 5 currencies now trading very well for us and giving us some really nice gains. So USD JPY is just one of those that's not at the present. And onto gold, you can see we've just got this downtrend. Those trading gold have made some nice money in February, about the only people that were, as February was awful on the currencies that we trade. And here in March, again, we can see a nice move down on gold, and looks like we're going to get a new signal just now as we were stopped out here. Well, we weren't. I wasn't stopped out because I don't trade this very often. So if you were stopped out on gold here, which is quite likely, then you'll be looking for a re-entry on close of this candle here. So on that note, I'll just move on over now to the no indicators trading strategy. And once again, I reported on this in the newsletter at the weekend. So 30% up here across the 3 currencies that we trade based on 2% risk. So realizing some profits from last year, we're up about 30% in 2015 at the moment. So this was GBP USD, we realized our first profit here at the beginning of February. So we took about 4% here on this trade, as I say, based on 2% risk. And we had a stop which was just slightly in the money here, nothing to shout about. I'll call it a break-even trade for the sake of it. So we took 4% here, nothing here, and we took a short position here. And at the current stop loss level, at this level, we're up about 4%, but at the current stop loss level, we're up about 2% on this trade at the moment. So that's 6% on cable year to date. On Euro USD, we were in this trade just from the end of December last year, and we've just been nicely trailing our stops all the way down this year. And always we were having really big stops. We were quite far away from removing our stop loss, but with this price action here last week and this break of this low, I'm very happy that I've got a stop loss here. So really tightened in a lot of profit here. This trade's actually 16% up, and we haven't actually taken those gains yet. So if we see further weakness, we'll increase this 16% return. If not, then we'll obviously take a long trade at this position and see if the euro can finally start showing some strength. Lots of talk about this market going down to parity. If that's the case, then hopefully we will see it in incremental steps, whereby we just move our stops down. Else we might just get chopped out a little and then back in. But nonetheless, at the moment we're short. We've got the stop loss in place here, and we've got a long market order in as well. So hopefully we'll see further weakness and increase this 16%. If not, we'll be in a long trade and see if this euro can start performing. I'm not so hopeful of that, so I'd like to see further downside here and more profits. But price action will dictate which way we trade. Onto Euro JPY, a similar story to Euro USD. We've been running this trade since December last year and moving our stops down. And like I said, these stops have been quite far away. So when we broke this low here at the 130 level, our stop loss was about 650 pips away from the current price action. And with this break here last week around 127.5, we've got a stop loss now that's about, well, it's less than 200 pips away from the current price action. So I think we're nicely positioned here on all of these trades. So cable, we're nicely positioned on the short side. We've broke through this 1.5 level. So I expect that to be quite key now. And hopefully we can see further weakness in cable. From a trading perspective only, of course, it's not very good for me with the GBP income, but from a trading perspective, hopefully we can just see, you know, a nice pattern here, and we can see some more on the short side. And Euro USD, as I say, nice downtrend trailing these stops, and Euro JPY very similar. This stop at this level on Euro JPY is about 8%. So we will either see our stop taken out and a long trade taken, and we'll have a stop down here, or we'll see some price action and take us further down. And that's about it. Those of you that didn't see it, Nigel started posting video updates rather than the usual updates that I produce, which are in the form of a written form. Just trying to pull it up here. And if you want to see it, just go over here, strategy updates, and have a look under here, past updates, and you will see, you'll be able to see Nigel's video updates. And as well as Three Pigs trades running at 30%, and the NITS return. Nigel's latest trade, which is fully documented in his last 3 videos. He's been running a Euro Aussie trade, I think it is, and he's up over 12 on just one trade. Well worth a look for those that are interested in his free strategy as well. And on that note, I'll thank you for listening to me and wish you all the very best for the week ahead. Any comments, leave them on the YouTube video or just contact me via the website, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All the very best to all of you. Thank you.